Garrett Broussard here in the top of the second. That one misses outside. Don't know why our YouTube audio stream had a delayed start today, but welcoming in that crowd. 1-0 check swing, bounces to the right side over towards the first baseman. Covering is the pitcher. It does move runners to second and third. So a swinging bunt does a job for GB. Moves both runners into scoring position. Now 2 cracks to get him in, Dylan Baker and Kyle Harbison. Dylan Baker has homered in the last 2 games here in Saint-Jean, Illinois. Another good day yesterday, 1 for 4. Home run, 4 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Raised his average to 258. He's got 4 cranks on the season. The 1-0, he skies that one out towards right field. That's well hit. Castillo, warning track to the wall. So long, Dylan Baker. Another 3-run jack, his 3rd game in a row. Puts Florence on top 3-0. 95 off the bat, 378 on the distance. Not a Grizz bomb there. Florence takes an early lead, and Dylan Baker, I think he likes hitting in Saint-Jean. Oh, my. He entered the series with just 2 home runs. He's going to leave with at least 5. We're here in the second inning. Florence on top 3-0. That one misses upstairs to Harbison. Three-run homer yesterday for Baker, a 3-run homer today. I believe it was a solo shot on Friday. Yeah, it was just that solo blast middle of the game. 3-0 in there for a strike. Dylan Baker, either way, he's going to end up with 3 homers on the week. Not many Florence Youngs have done that this year. 1-2, ground ball, 2-hopper over towards the shortstop Smith. Gathers himself, throw on to first, is in time. For out number 2, 6-3 on the put away. Back to the top of the order, and Tyler Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld, first pitch, and off-speed missing downstairs. 1-0. Missing downstairs, 2-0. Single from Schoenfeld. Actually, a 3-1 pitch. He laced up the middle. Really nice piece of hitting from Schoenfeld. Stranded at second in the first. He got a stolen base, his 19th of the season. 2-0, he ropes that one into right field. The ground ball splits the gap. Another base hit for Schoenfeld. 2 for 2 day early for the star second baseman for the Ulls. Schoenfeld takes off a very good jump. Now he's caught between first and second. A little bit of a stumble or a hitch there from Schoenfeld. I thought he did get a good jump. Had that little bit of a bounce and a hesitation. Stays safe over at first. Here's the 1-0 as that one's skied out towards right field. Castillo is all the way at the warning track making the grab. Just a lace at Castillo off the bat of Brett Blomquist. 98 off the bat there. Florence scores 3, courtesy of a 3-run jack from Dylan Baker. We head to the bottom of 2. Casey Barnago working with a lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom half of the second inning, our Thomas More scoreboard, always a scoreboard partner of Thomas More University. There you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. Florence on top 3-0 on the Thomas More scoreboard. A 3-run jack for Dylan Baker. Puts the Yalls on top 3-0, his third home run in as many games. Pretty amazing. 5th homer on the season. Actually, is going to tie him with Hank Zeisler. How about that for second on the team? First pitch to Dale Thomas. Misses upstairs. A 1-2-3 frame from Casey Bargo. Bottom of the first. Facing Thomas, Castillo, and Sanford. 4-5-6 for the Grizzlies. Thomas, 8 home runs, 28 RBIs, a .292 average. That one's corked right over to Baker and a leaping grab. What can he do? Power at the plate and some stylish defense in the field. Heck of a last 8 minutes for Dylan Baker. Brings up the lefty, Victor Castillo. Fouls that one away. I don't think that one was a Grizz bomb for Dylan Baker. You know, the other two, you have the argument. Certainly probably the one on Friday where it was just 84 off the bat, lofted into right field. But that was 378 into right center field. That's going to play in the majority of ballparks, probably as well at Thomas More Stadium. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. But the other stat on that is that Dylan Baker, his 5 home runs, all have come on the road. 0-2. Fastball missing upstairs from Bargo. Picked up a strikeout to end the first inning. 94 there on the high cheddar. 1-2. Missing downstairs. Watching Bargo earlier today. Here's a guy who's, on the mound. It's his bump day. He's the starting pitcher. And right before the game, he's working with Max Whitesell. Swing and a miss, bottom of the zone. 83 miles per hour there on a nice off speed from Bargo, his second K of the day. To my point, but he's working with Max Whitesell and going through stuff. Just some different mechanics. Obviously, Whitesell's had a pretty good year, but Bargo, taking time to work with him as Whitesell's going through a bullpen and, exchanging some good thoughts and everything. It was really cool to see. First pitch to the lefty, Sanford. Big swing and a miss. 93 dotted up on the outer half from Bargo. I think it was something that may get slipped from Bargo. He's one of the oldest pitchers on the team, only behind Zach Westcott. 0-1, check swing. Doesn't go around. Bargo is 27 years of age. So you gotta realize he's got some professional experience and some wisdom for some of the younger players. 1-1, that one's roped out towards left center field. It's gonna send Rushford for a ride all the way to the wall. He looks up and it's out of here. Mitchell Sanford, his 3rd homer of the season. First hit of the day for the Grizzlies. 93, middle out. Sanford takes advantage. Now a 3-1 ball game. Telling you, I think that win's going to play a big-time factor. First pitch, missing downstairs to Baldwin. Here's the 1-0. That one's punched down the left field line. Foul. 1-1 the count. Gavin Baldwin, the designated hitter, hitting just a $182. 1 RBI. Some Early pro struggles for Baldwin. Came on to fill the shoes of Mark Schauenberg. 1-1 in there for a strike, top of the zone at 93. One-two, swing and a miss. Casey Bargo picks up 2 more Ks of the inning. That's his 3rd on the day. Just the lone blemish. Mitchell Sanford, a solo shot into left field. Florence still on top 3-1 as we head to the top of the 3rd. It's time for Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top half of the 3rd inning always brings us our Tettemer Trivia. Presented by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference with Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. I have no idea what's going on. Hank Zeisler waiting just a little bit for the pitch clock to start. All the way coming up there now. It's down to 13 seconds. It was at like 28, and he was just kneeling down. First pitch in there for strike on the off speed. Zeisler, a walk earlier. His first at bat in the 1st inning. Breaking ball, missing outside. 1-1 the count. 1-1 missing outside. Zeisler skies that one behind home plate. Catcher removes his mask. Now it's over at 3rd. Dale Thomas makes the grab. Being told there's no away broadcast posted for HTN. Missing upstairs. Being told there's no away broadcast being posted right now on HTN. On missing downstairs. 2-0 the count to Bobo. Bobo grounded into a double play his last time up. Brendan Bobo soft serves that one into center field. Diving play, makes the grab. Cole Brannon, full extension. Takes away a base hit from Brendan Bobo. Second out of the inning here in the third. We got to get to our Tettemer trivia. Sorry, I was worried about this home team network problem. Our question of the day, it's pretty simple. Nothing, statistics-wise. Who were the 2006 AL and NL Cy Youngs? Again, the 2006 AL and NL Cy Youngs. That one's fouled down the left field line. My hint, AL Central and NL West. 2006 AL and NL Cy Youngs. Give you your best look at them. Three and one the count to Zade Richardson. 2 away with the bases empty. 3-1 check swing. Goes all the way around. Three-two. Check swing doesn't go around. Zade Richardson works a 2-out walk, his second time at base today. Milo Rushford at the plate. Runner on first and 2 away. Rushford ropes one down the right field line. That's going to drop in for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Richardson on his way to third. The throw comes in. Rushford the slide at second. A 2-out double puts runners second and third. For the Yalls, Milo Rushford picks up his first hit of the day. Second time on base. Walked and scored back in the second. That'll bring up Garrett Broussard with an RBI chance and ducks on the pond. First pitch, missing inside to GB. Grounded out to first on a check swing. Did a job, moved runners second to third, and obviously, I guess it didn't really matter when Dylan Baker launched one over the wall, but still did a job and ropes that one into left field, does another job. An RBI single for Garrett Broussard. As that one gets away from the left fielder now, Milo Rushford will come in to score. So a little bit of a misplay in left field from Sanford. Allows 2 runs to come in instead of just the one. Florence on top 5-1. That'll be an RBI single and then an E7. E7 that's going to allow Rushford to score. And Broussard to move on to second. Two away with a runner on second. Baker with a home run his last time up. Fastball high and inside. I chose this Tettemer trivia just because when looking at it, I was like, are you kidding me? That was the 2 Cy Youngs? Very, very tough to get. I don't know if anyone will get both. They're very good players. 2-0 missing upstairs. Three-0 count in there for a strike. Look over at second. Garrett Broussard over there. Dylan Baker skies one down the left field line. Sanford is at the wall. He looks up. A 2-home run game for Dylan Baker. There's no stopping this man. 4 home runs in the series. Florence on top 7-1. What is happening? Dylan Baker now at 6 home runs on the season. The Spider-Man emote. 4 in the frame for Florence. And now a meeting on the mound for the Grizzlies manager. Dylan Baker is red hot at the plate. And that one's only 89 off the bat, but it still went 356. Into left field, I don't count anything really as a Grizz bomb. And 356 is going to play everywhere you go. Really nice job from Baker. He's got 5 RBIs on the day. 3-run homer and a 2-run homer. 3 games in a row with a home run. And he's coming to his own here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. I don't know if Baker's going to want to get on the bus. Might just say, leave me here. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. He loves hitting here, no doubt. Brings up Kyle Harbison. First pitch to him, ground ball left side, gloved by Thomas. Throw goes on to first, and it's in time. 5-3 on the put-away. But Florence picks up 4 more runs. An RBI single from Broussard and a 2-run homer from Dylan Baker. We head to the bottom of the third. Get your guesses in for Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the third at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Florence with a 7-1 lead. Dylan Baker has been red hot at the plate. Picks up his 4th home run of the series and gives Casey Bargo a 6-run lead. Now 7-1 in the bottom of 3. Bargo has picked up 3 Ks, allowed just the 1 homer in the second. First pitch, missing inside. Cole Brandon, Otto Jones, and Tate Wargo. 8-9 top, 2 up for Gateway. I am seeing some action on the YouTube audio stream. Michael Hopewell tuning in, saying he's watching the away. That one's fouled away. All good here from Cincy. Let's go, y'alls. And then Eric Hinkle said there are two home broadcasts on HTN. Now, I have seen pictures saying 2 home, and then when I look on the website app, I do see the away as well. So it might be different on like a Roku as well. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you guys can hear and are doing well on HTN and on the YouTube audio stream. Appreciate you guys helping us figure it out. I have not been able to get the clips of our home runs from Dylan Baker. That one skied down the left field line. All the way right in front of the warning track is Brett Blomquist, who makes the grab for out number 1. Brings up Otto Jones, the catcher. That one skied foul. A 1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 missing upstairs. Dylan Polson going to bring in the umpire crew, saying it hit Dale Thomas. That's Thomas making that argument. Polson trying to agree with it. If anything, it would have been just a graze. Yeah, they are going to send him back. So that was Otto Jones at the plate saying it hit him. The umpire crew going to disagree with him. So we are here in the bottom of the third. I've been confused on the whole home team network thing, but we are playing Tettemer Trivia in the inning, and it's time to read some of our guesses. I am seeing Bella Janes on Twitter saying Johan Santana and Derek Lowe, 2 good guesses there. We're talking about the 2006 AL and NL Cy Youngs. It's from the AL Central and NL West. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 4th candidate for Casey Bargo. 2 outs here in the third. Might extend this Tettemer Trivia into the 4th. So Johan Santana and Derek Lowe for Bella Janes. And then Cam Beatty said at first Justin Verlander and Jake Peavy, and then did switch Peavy to Brandon Webb. So Verlander and Brandon Webb there. That one missing upstairs. Lou DeVolio tuning in. He said Johan Santana and Barry Zito. Barry Zito. That one skied out towards right field. It is well hit, sending Rushford back at the warning track. In front of the wall, he makes the grab. A long fly out to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 frame from Casey Bargo. We'll continue with Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half, or top half of the fourth inning, Florence on top 7-1, looking for some more runs. It'll be the top of the order, Tyler Schoenfeld, Brett Blomquist, and Hank Zeisler due up for Florence. 3 runs in the second, 4 in the third, both highlighted by home runs from Dylan Baker. He's got 2 on the day and 5 RBIs already. Tyler Schoenfeld's picked up 2 hits, so will lead off this inning. It'll be a Hooves Hangout pitching change for the Gateway Grizzlies, looking for a perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover. Hooves Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. Off-speed misses upstairs to Schoenfeld. Now a lefty-lefty battle. It's Josh Lima for the Gateway Grizzlies. Xander Lovin goes just 3 innings. Allows 7 hits and 7 runs. 3 walks, doesn't pick up a strikeout. That one's in there for a strike 1 and 2. Lima has been working in tandem with Xander Lovin. Although Xander Lovin was trying to go 4 innings, only goes the 3 today. Lima comes in, now working an extended relief. We have the not upon us saying, not upon us. Oh, missing downstairs, 2 and 2. I'm watching on HTN via Roku TV, and while the channel does say both streams are for the home team, I've got the away feed. It's just mislabeled. Thank you for that. So yeah, just one of the on the Roku app. That one misses outside. So for the Roku app, it would be mislabeled, and then on the stream that's just online, I do see the away one. So that's just interesting in how they split that up. Another one roped into the Y'all's dugout for a foul ball. And then Bella James, we're still talking about Tettemer trivia. She said, was Toby the catcher for Derek Lowe in 06? It's possible. We are still getting to our answer there. She had said Johan Santana and Derek Lowe. That one's skied foul. Johan Santana would be your AL Central guess. So if you were saying Derek Lowe in the NL West, where was Derek Lowe playing in 2006? The Dodgers. No, he was not with the Dodgers in 06. That one's fouled away. He might have been, actually. Short stint. Did he get traded there in 06? His career is fascinating to me. Yeah, he was 06 at the end of the season. And then he went over to Chicago after that. So just 21 games. I'm assuming they probably would have lined up there, Bella. A nice walk for Tyler Schoenfeld. We'll have to ask him that after the broadcast. I only remember Derek Lowe for when he was pitching in the playoffs for the Dodgers against the Phillies and got hit around a little bit and just ripped his shirt. That's my lone memory of Derek Lowe. I don't know if that was 2008 or 2009 playoff run. Schoenfeld takes off the first pitch. A curveball in there for a strike and no throw down. Schoenfeld, his second stolen base of the day. That's stolen base number 20 for the Y'all speedster. He's working himself a big cushion now in the team lead over Jackson Tucker. So still talking about Tettemer trivia. 2006 AL and NL Cy Youngs. Carter Cousins, the other one that did have a guess. Burley and Cece. Then he did end up saying Cliff Lee as well. That one missing downstairs. Now, for no reason at all other than I was shocked by these two being the winners. Just a year. I didn't think of, obviously, the person that I'll know and be like, okay, yeah, I'm glad he won a Cy Young. I'm sure he did have amazing seasons. And then the other one, I just had no idea that he was this good in 2006. So no fully correct guesses in the chat today. But let's go to the AL Cy Young. And this is the one I'm a little bit more familiar with. And you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a very good player. And the Cy Young here makes sense. That one's a ground ball left side, gloved on the third baseman. Dale Thomas throw across his body is in time to retire Brett Blomquist. 5-3 put away. Blomquist does a job move. Schoenfeld just 90 feet away. So Carlos Zambrano finished 5th in Cy Young votes. 16-7 year, a 3.41 ERA. Roy Oswalt led the league with a 2.98 ERA. Among qualified pitchers, that was the best. In starters, Chris Carpenter, a very good year, 15-8 with a 3.09 ERA. And then Trevor Hoffman finished second in Cy Young voting, 2.14 ERA as a reliever, picked up 46 saves across 63 innings. It's been a long time since a reliever has picked up a Cy Young, but a very good season for Hoffman there. And then the winner for the NL Cy Young was Brandon Webb. That one's skied out towards right field. Castillo working in the gap. He's not going to get there. One hops up and over the wall. A ground rule double for Hank Zeisler. That's another RBI closer for Zeisler. Now just 2 away from tying the Y'all's franchise record. Florence franchise record. Y'all's on top 8-1. Pretty big ground out there from Blomquist. So if Schoenfeld was just at second on that, he would not have scored. It wouldn't have been given 2 bases to score on the ground rule double. He would have had to stop at 3. Instead, he just gets a express ticket home. First pitch in there for a strike to Brendan Bobo. So Brandon Webb was our correct answer for the NL Cy Young. 7 WAR, 16 wins, 8 losses, a 3.10 ERA. It was 33 starts, and here's where I think he deserved the consideration. 5 complete games and 3 shutouts across 235 innings pitched. Just 178 Ks, not a lot of Ks at all, but anytime you're putting up, a bunch of complete games and shutouts, especially now, you just don't see it as often. You're usually given that nod for the Cy Young. So Brandon Webb, the NL Cy Young, and that's the one I was like, man, I cannot believe that. And the AL Cy Young, featuring a few relievers at the bottom. Joe Nathan, 5th in voting with 36 saves and a 1.58 ERA. Off-speed misses downstairs. Francisco Rodriguez, K-Rod with the Angels at that point, 47 saves and a 1.73 ERA. He finished 4th. Roy Halladay, the Doc, 16-5 record, a 3.19 ERA, 4 complete games across 220 innings. He finished 3rd. Ground ball right side, 3-hopper over towards the second baseman, Wargo. Throw on to first is in time. That moves Zeisler over to 3rd. 4-3 on the put away and brings up Zaid Richardson. And then Chin Ming Wang. I remember that name well. 19-6 with a 3.63 ERA across 218 innings, 2 complete games, 1 shutout. He finished 2nd. But right above him, still a 19-6 record, but a 2.77 ERA in 34 starts and 233 innings pitched, was Johan Santana. Led the league with a 7.6 WAR that season. So Johan Santana and Brandon Webb are your correct guesses for Tettemer Trivia. Bella was able to get Santana. Beatty was able to get Brandon Webb. No one got all of them together. Tyler Douglas only took 1 guess, and it was Brandon Webb. One missing outside. 2-1 the count. Just want to see the other seasons of Brandon Webb. I never knew he was that dominant. That was his best season. That one's fouled away. In terms of just, leading the National League in WAR and wins. But his next season after that, 18-10 record with a 3.01 ERA, 236 and a 3rd innings pitch. He finished 2nd in Cy Young. And then 2008, finished 2nd in Cy Young again, 22-7 and a 3.3 ERA. That one's fouled away. 2-2 the count, 2 away with a runner on 3rd. I think it's because he just had such a short stint of greatness. It was those 3 seasons where he was All-Stars and finished in the Cy Young era, in the Cy Young voting. First 3, nothing really big. No All-Stars, not even a Cy Young vote. And then after 2006 to 2008, that run there, there's an off-speed called strike 3 on the outer half. That will sit down Zaid Richardson. Florence gets another run in the top of the 4th to carry an 8-1 lead when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the fourth inning, the Yalls with an 8-1 lead. Casey Bargo back out for another inning of work. Second time through the order. It's Sawyer Smith, Bryson Horn, and Dale Thomas. 2-3-4 for the Grizzlies, and off speed in there for a strike. If you're Casey Bargo, you got to appreciate the Yalls offense, giving you a little bit of cushion to work with. 7-run lead here in the fourth. A one missing outside. No lead is safe at Arsenal BG Ballpark. It's just, a bloop out to right field could change the game at any point. But Bargo has been pitching pretty well. 4 Ks, his first time through the order. The one blast was Mitchell Sanford, and that's his lone blemish. That one's in there for a strike on the off-speed 1 and 2. Eric Hinkle once again tuning in. He said, I am using the Amazon Fire TV app that shows 2 home broadcasts. Okay. Appreciate that insight. I'm still trying to figure out how we can fix that. I'm letting HTN know. Personally, on my side as well, I'm not getting any of the highlights on the highlight clipper. Kick the 1-2. Fastball missing inside. Did connect on TrackMan, just not called. Beautifully placed from Casey Bargo. We were talking about Brandon Webb, how it was a pretty good year in 2006 for him. Earned his first and only Cy Young. Just 7 years in Major League Baseball. Must have faced some injury. That cut his 2009 season short, just a game pitch there, and then wasn't able to recover. But he was, dominant out of the University of Kentucky. College strength 3. 5th K of the day for Casey Bargo. That one fully in the zone. That inner half, that's a good call as well. I think Bargo had him 2 pitches before. Brings up Bryson Horn. Was the first strikeout victim. Off speed, missing inside. 1-0 to Bryson Horn. Drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 8th round out of University of Kentucky. He's from Ashland, Kentucky. Shocked the Alls didn't give him a shot. Now let's look at Johan Santana. Santana picked up 2 Cy Youngs. That was his second in 2006. Both of them with the Twins. 2-0, swinging and miss, 2-1. 2004, he had an 8.7 ERA. An 8.7 WAR and a 2.61 ERA. That's a pretty impressive season. 2-1, fastball in there for a strike. Now, I knew him as a Met just because that was more around the time where I was, conscious, paying attention to Phillies baseball. That one missing downstairs. Just 1 All-Star for Santana. Even though his first year, he actually finished 3rd in Cy Young, just not an All-Star during that season. That's pretty amazing. Payoff. Missing inside. First walk issued by Bargo. Either way, I thought those were 2, good answers for our Tettemer trivia. Johan Santana and Brandon Webb. Not people we often talk about. Missing outside. Dale Thomas, the batter, lined out to shortstop his last time up. Toby Hall going to come speak to Casey Bargo. 1 away with a runner on first. Florence with an 8-1 lead in the bottom of the 4th. Zeisler, Kyle Harbison having a good shot there on the mound. The whole infield came in. Beautiful day at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Rare Sunday night game. Certainly not going to be favorable for the Y'alls getting home in a reasonable time. The 1-0 missing outside all the way to the backstop. Now 2-0 the count. Runner moves on to second. That'll be a wild pitch on Casey Bargo, working into his 4th inning. Florence, pretty loaded bullpen behind him. Should have the fellas available: Hopewell, Whitesell, Darden, and McAvoy. I'd say Potts and Phelps probably not available tonight. Phelps with 2 innings pitched yesterday and Potts with a long 1. Then Westcott 3 2/3 back on Thursday through a decent amount of pitches. Sure, Florence would go to the other arms before him. Here's the 3-0 in there for a strike. The 3-1 off speed in there for a strike, top of the zone. Now a full count to Dale Thomas. Runner on second and 1 away. From the stretch. Payoff pitch. Punched out towards shallow center field. Racing in is Rushford. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Stop sign for Horn over at third. Runners at the corners and 1 away. Base hit for Dale Thomas. Brings up Victor Castillo. Struck out his last time up. Castillo, a strikeout victim his last time up. Casey Bargo trying to navigate through some traffic here in the 4th. It's the most runners he's had on base all outing. First pitch to Castillo. Fastball misses upstairs. Bargo played in the Coastal Plains League in 2021 with Peninsula. The Pilots there. Bargo shaking off a lot of pitches. Now has his sign. 1-0. In there for a strike on a fastball outer half. 1-1 the count. Got to assume some of those signs maybe for show. One swing and a miss. 92 downstairs. I love that. The fake no signal makes the hitter think, oh man, what is he shaking off? But really, it's just a fastball. Just a little bit toying you could do as a pitcher on the mound. Runners at the corners. 1-2. Missing outside. 2-2 the count. 1 away, bottom of the 4th. Florence an 8-1 lead over the Grizzlies in the rubber match of the 3-game series. Florence, a win today would get them to 20 wins and 7 games over 500. Runner takes off. 2-2. Rope down the right field line. Foul. Thomas will have to retreat. At what point do I get out of saying, so many games over 500? I'm just used to saying where they are around 500. But once you get to the upper echelon of teams, not everyone's saying that. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Off speed, dotted up on the inner half. Slow call there from the home plate umpire Polson, but he does ring him up for the 6th K of Casey Bargo's night. Season high 6 Ks. Had 4 through 4 innings against New Jersey, his lone start for the Y'alls. Brings on another lefty in Sanford. Sanford was the lone blemish on the night for Bargo. That one skied, foul. Sanford a solo home run back in the 2nd inning. Thomas takes off at first. 0-1, swing and a miss. Throw goes all the way down. Tag applied, not in time. Ball beat him there, and a scoop from Baker is able to swing around the tag. And a stolen base for Dale Thomas. No movement from Horn over at third. Now second and third and 2 away, an 0-2 count. Bargo going to try and strike out the side with runners in scoring position. Shaking off a decent amount of pitches. Let's see what he goes to here. From the stretch, the 0-2. Ground ball, high hopper, third base side. Broussard gloves it, throw. Oh, across the diamond is in time. Nice play there from Garrett Broussard, and Casey Bargo strands runners on second and third. It's 8-1 Y'alls as we head to the top of the fifth when we return to the Front Two League Network powered by HTN. Top half of the fifth inning. Call for the lights here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. They did just come on, although the sun's still shining bright over here. That call for the lights is always brought to you by Class Jewelers, our diamond shining bright. Thanks to our friends at Class. Head on over to 7365 Burlington Pike for all your jewelry needs. 1-1 count to Milo Rushford. 1-for-1 day for him today. He scored twice, had a walk back in the second and a double his last time up. There's a lace over towards the second baseman on a line for out number one. Hit that one on the screws. 100 off the bat from Rushford. Just really nice play from Wargo. Brings up Garrett Broussard, an RBI single his last time around. Grounds one left side, a one-hopper over to Thomas. Throw across the diamond is in time. 4 pitches and 2 away here in the fifth. Quick inning right now for Josh Lima. Came on in relief last inning for Xander Lovin. 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks, and no Ks for Lovin. A start for the Grizzlies, cut a little short by the Y'alls' talented offense. An 8-1 lead for Florence. Florence able to pick up 1 against Lima. An RBI double from Hank Zeisler. That was RBI 189 for the captain. But this is the man who's been doing the damage at the plate. Dylan Baker with 2 home runs today. One. Off speed, check swing, doesn't go around. Two-one, swing and a miss. 2-2. Fouls it away. Breaking ball, one hopper over towards the shortstop. Fielded on the backhand. Throw across the diamond, and Baker retired for the first time today. A 6-3 put away and a 1-2-3 frame for Josh Lima. Heading to the bottom of the fifth, Florence still carries an 8-1 lead when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom half of the fifth inning, it's an 8-1 lead for the Y'alls. Casey Bargo back out for his fifth inning of work. Walked through a little bit of traffic in the fourth, picked up 2 strikeouts and stranded 2 runners in scoring position. Continue to go to work the second time through against the Gateway offense. Gavin Baldwin, Cole Brandon, Otto Jones, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Grizzlies. Just 2 hits for the Grizzlies so far. Off-speed missing downstairs. Baldwin, a strikeout victim his last time around. Mentioned Florence with a decent amount of arms in their bullpen today. Be great to get Casey Bargo through 5. That one's corked out towards center field. Milo Rushford all over it in the sun, moving to his right. He makes the grab for out number 1. Been a few hard hit balls, just, Florence's. Had defenders there. And Bargo, whenever it's not been in play, he's picked up some big strikeouts, 6 Ks on the day. It's been a sight for sore eyes. Really good to see from Bargo. First pitch, that one's roped out towards right field, and as I say that, that's a home run from Cole Brandon. Both runs scored by home runs today from Gateway. The lone blemishes against Casey Bargo makes this an 8-2 ball game. 368 on the distance from Brandon. 8-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. That was just a pretty similar pitch to the other home run. This time to the lefty Brandon, 95, middle away, and pulled it. That one misses outside. Brings up Otto Jones, a strikeout victim his last time up. Bottom of the order for Gateway. 1-0. Fouls it away. Straight up defense for Florence. 1-1, fouls it away. 3 games in a row for the Y'alls wearing their Kentucky red jerseys. Senton will see those jerseys a lot on these road trips. Seems like a lot of the pitchers like wearing them. 12-game road trip here. This is the third of those 12. Longest road trip of the season for Florence. The 1-2. Broken bat over towards the second baseman. Fielded on one hop from Shaney Felt. Throw on to first is in time. 4-3 for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, Tate Wargo. Let's take a look at Casey Bargo pitch count right now. 72 pitches. Seems pretty high. And not overly high, but again, Bargo, still trying to stretch out. He came over as a reliever, so he's working into a starting rotation here for Florence. Maybe not stretched out to his full pitch count. That one, a slip there from Bargo, and he's going to walk around a little gingerly. We're going to wave off Toby and Patrick, saying that he's good. Got to know Patrick McCormick a little bit more this week. Patrick, the new athletic trainer for Florence, swing and a miss. Alan Chase went back to his high school in Mississippi. Was able to come in for a month for the Y'alls. Kind of teach Patrick some of the ropes as Patrick was getting his, some sort of license. 1-1, fouls it away. And now Patrick takes over on his spot. Filled in his shoes as my roommate here on the road trips. Very good guy. Here's the 1-2, ground ball left side, fielded on the forehand from Dylan Baker. Throw across his body in time. Dylan Baker with a nifty play over at short. Just the one hit, a home run for Cole Brannon here in the fifth, makes it an 8-2 ball game. We head to the top of 6 when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the 6th, Florence with an 8-2 lead over the Grizzlies at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Halfway through this game, it's Kyle Harbison getting his third plate appearance at the bottom of the order. Circling back up to the top, Tyler Shaneyfeld and Brett Blomquist will follow. Left-handed pitcher Josh Lima still on the mound. Picked up a 1-2-3 frame in the 5th. He's retired 5 consecutive. Harbison 0 for 2. Ground out to short, ground out to third. Entered today hitting .380 on the season. First pitch from the lefty, missing outside. We'll take a look at our Thornbush out-of-town scoreboard presented by Thornbush. It's an iScore out-of-town scoreboard. Thornbush, the new frontier in the world of whiskey. Bold, smooth, wildly unexpected. Come trying the new official cocktail of the Florence Y'alls at Thomas More Stadium. Let me tell you, it is very good whether you get it on the rocks or in a slushie. Definitely one of my favorite drinks, probably my favorite drink at Thomas More Stadium. That and a Sun Cruiser. Don't worry, we'll be back for some Rockin' Saturdays, June 27th. Fastball in there for a strike, 2-2. Taking a look at the other games around the Frontier League. Top of the 4th in Mississippi, the Mud Monsters with a 3-0 lead over the Slammers. 2-2 missing upstairs. Florence will face the Slammers next week, and Mud Monsters around July 4th will be in Mississippi. Yells on top of the Grizzlies 8-2 in the 6th. There's a ground ball, base hit up the middle for Kyle Harbison. Circle us back to the top of the order. Leadoff runner aboard for the 4th time today. The Y'all's offense. Tyler Schoenfeld's 2 for 2 with a walk. He's been on base all 3 times. Top of the 8th. Boulders against Tri-City in Tri-City. 13-6 lead for New York. They're threatening as well with the bases loaded and 1 away. There at the top of the 8th. First pitch in there for a strike to Schoenfeld. Schaumburg at Evansville. Evansville putting it to the Boomers. 10-1 in the top of the 7th. 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2. We face Schaumburg next series. You know, I still look at them as a very talented team, and I don't think it's a team you want to take lightly going into Wintrust Park. But the Honors are handing it to them, 10-1. Florence, obviously, the same division as the Honors and Washington. Those are the 2 teams ahead of them in the Midwest Central. 0-2, missing upstairs. Battle of some Canadian teams. Ottawa at Trois-Rivières de Aigle. 12-6 Ottawa lead over Trois-Rivières in the 5th, although they might have called that game. It does look final after 5 innings. Maybe some rain in Trois-Rivières. Ended that game after 5. Interesting. I know this game was shortened. A 6-2 win for the Wild Things. Just 7 innings, but in the bottom of the 7th, a grand slam from Andrew Czech broke a 2-2 tie, and they ended the game just after that. And I'm sure the Jackals, you know, didn't complain too much, although it does take away their chance to bounce back. They end up getting swept on the week, entering above 500, and get swept by the Yalls and the Wild Things. A called strike 3-2 Tyler Schoenfeld. Fastball in there for a strike at 91. Second K on the day for Lima. Brings up Brett Blomquist, who's 0 for 3. How about this game? Sussex County at Down East. 17-8 win for Sussex County. Foul ball there from Blomquist. 22 hits for the Miners. 13 for the Bird Dogs. One bounces downstairs. Then Lake Erie visiting the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts with a 7-3 win. They swept the Crushers. As Lake Erie continues to fall in the Midwest Central. That's the team behind us. Windy City picks up a sweep. Take a look at the standings after this. And then Quebec at Brockton. That was a tight game. Quebec was on top early. The 10-run lead, that one's fouled away. They were on top 10-1 at one point. And Brockton made a comeback. It was an 11-10 Quebec win. Brockton even threatened in the bottom of the 9th. That's where Gateway will head after this game. Ground ball over towards the shortstop. Toss to second for 1. Relay over to first is high, and diving around the tag is Brett Blomquist. Able to avoid it. Breaks up the double play. Switch places with Kyle Harbison. That's pretty good awareness there from Blomquist. Keeps this inning going. Brings up Hank Zeisler. Zeisler, a 2-run homer here, would tie him for the franchise record in RBIs. I think this is one of the big ones. RBI is a big-time stat. That one's fouled away. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see it do it at home. So he's got to be on your toes for when it does happen. Of course, this would just tie it. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. Zeisler has Picked up a lot of RBIs in his career. 188 entering today. He already has one, 189. Runner takes off. That one misses outside. Throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base there for Brett Blomquist. Moves himself into scoring position. And why not? When you had an 0-2 count to the captain. Worst, you know it. Hank gets another at-bat in the next inning, and the bases are cleared. 1-2, bounces in the dirt. Good scoop from Jones. But at the best, you get your current scenario. Runner in scoring position. And so 189 RBIs in his professional career. All with the Yalls. The record holder, 2-2 to Zeisler, fouls it away down the first base line. The record holder is Basham from 2007 to 2009. Those are just 3 seasons there. Ryan Basham, drafted by the Blue Jays in the 29th round of the 06 MLB draft. Didn't go and ended his professional career here with Florence, then Windy City, then Joliet, then back to Windy City. In Florence, he spent 3 seasons here. 313 average was his best. 278, 298, always a talented hitter. RBI seasons of 74, 53, and 64. 17 home runs, 11 home runs, and 16 home runs in his 3 seasons. 3-2, swing and a miss. And Zeisler down on strikes, and Florence strands a runner in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's time for This Day in Baseball History when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom half of the 6th inning, the Yalls with an 8-2 lead over the Grizzlies. Casey Bargo going to go out for his 6th inning of work. Florence hoping to keep this just a 6-run lead. It's been 2 home runs against Bargo. It's the lone blemishes on his line. He's picked up 6 Ks across 5 innings of work. Brings up Sawyer Smith, Bryson Horn, and Dale Thomas. 2-3-4 for the Grizzlies. Ground ball right side on the first pitch. Hank Zeisler will glove it and race it over to first for out number 1. 3 unassisted. Bottom of the 6th always brings us our This Day in Baseball History, presented by Furniture Fair. Style, comfort, value, that's the Furniture Fair promise. Visit your local showroom or shop online at FurnitureFair.net. Horn the batter, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ground ball right side, fouled. Elwood won the count. June 14th, ready to hop in the time machine, all years of baseball history. Let's go to 1933. Lou Gehrig's consecutive game streak survives, even though he and manager Joe McCarthy are thrown out of a game. McCarthy was suspended for 3 games, but Gehrig's streak now at 1,249 continues. The 0-1 missing downstairs. Got to think, Major League Baseball is like, man, we really can't break up this game streak just for a suspension. I wonder how much Gehrig could have gotten away with. Just like, yeah, we don't really want to break up the streak on a suspension. That one's in there for a strike. One-two from Bargo, fouls it away. Let's go to 1952. Warren Spahn of the Braves ties the National League record of Jim Whitney with 18 strikeouts against the Cubs in a 15-inning 3-1 loss. How Jeffcoat's 2-run triple wins it, while Spahn's home run is the only Boston score. Meanwhile, Braves scout Dewey Grigg signs Hank Aaron to a contract. Henry the Hammer Aaron. This date in 1952, pretty impressive. Bargo, third base side of the rubber. From the stretch. 2-2. Fastball missing out. Let's go to another high strikeout game in 1965, about 13 years later. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Casey Bargo picks up his 7th K of the day. Second out here in the 6th. Casey Bargo have a day. 5 2/3 with 7 Ks. 3 hits and 2 runs. First pitch to Dale Thomas, an off-speed in there for a strike. So 1965, no-hit pitching and 18 strikeouts, tying the NL extra inning record. Cincinnati's Jim Maloney, nothing tie with the last place Mets through 10 innings. Ground ball, first base side foul, 0-2 the count. Johnny Lewis's 11th inning home run gives New York and reliever Larry Bernarth a 1-0 win. How about that? A no-hitter through 10 and 18 Ks, and he didn't get the win. That would be in my nightmares. 0-2. Off speed. Called. Strike 3. Casey Bargo. 2 Ks in the inning and a 1-2-3 frame in the 6th. He's got 8 Ks on the day, rolling through the Grizzlies. We head to the top of the 7th. It's an 8-2 Y'all's lead. When we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the 7th inning, an 8-2 Y'all's lead. New pitcher And a Hoops Hangout pitching change. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover. Hoops Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. Julio Ortiz takes the ball for the Grizzlies. Ortiz, we saw him back on Friday night. Leaves Josh Lima. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 3 Ks for Lima. That one's fouled away from Brendan Bobo. Again, the Y'alls with an 8-2 lead here in the 7th. Bobo 0 for 3 today. A little bit of a slip at the plate for the Y'alls RBI and home run leader. 0-1 missing downstairs. Ortiz his last time out. Went 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks and a K. Strand of the bases loaded. 1-1. Bobo fouls it away. It's a guy that, will be dancing around the zone with some high-powered stuff at 93. Seems like a Florence bullpen piece. some high-powered material and is trying to find it over the zone. Right now he's got Bobo down 1-2. 1-2 pitch, missing upstairs, 2-2. We will continue with this Dayton baseball history here in the top of the 7th. Talked about a few games of 18 strikeouts, tying the National League record, as well as Lou Gehrig's consecutive game streak. Swing and a miss, top of the zone. Brendan Bobo down on strikes. First K for Ortiz. That was 94 at the top of the zone. Brings up Richardson, a 1-for-2 line, 2 runs scored and a walk. Off speed in there for a strike. In 1990, the National League announces its plan to extend from 12 to 14 teams for the 1993 season. Price of admission for each expansion franchise is $95 million. 0-2 the count. What about this date, 1992? Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, breaks Roy McMillan's NL mark by taking part in his 1,305th career double play. That's an interesting record to hold. The 0-2 missing upstairs. $1995. This one's fun. 1-2. Ooh, runs inside and hits Richardson in the back. Richardson will wear that in the letters. Take an express pass over to first base. Brings up Milo Rushford. Rushford with a hard line out his last time up. 1-for-2 line with 2 runs scored and a walk. One away, runner on first. So June 14th, 1995, Giants infielder Mike Benjamin goes 6 for 7. That's fouled away in a 13-inning 4-3 win over the Cubs. It caps a 3-day binge in which Benjamin, a career 186 hitter in his first 6 seasons, sets a major league record for 14 hits in 3 games. Benjamin was 14 for 18 in that stretch. Talk about just red hot in a short stint. A 186 hitter going 14 for 18. That's amazing. You don't see that often. One in there for strike 1 and 2. That'll do it for us on this day in baseball history. Wanted to take a look at the standings across the Frontier League. Start with Florence. You know, we mentioned it a lot, the Midwest Central. 1-2 to Rushford, fouls it away. Washington obviously in first place with a 22-9 record. Right now, 3.5 games over Florence. Be back to 3 games. Florence is able to hang on. Evansville 20-11. Currently handing it to the Schaumburg Boomers. 1-2, swing and a miss. Ortiz picks up his second K. Runner on first and 2 outs for Garrett Broussard. Y'all's there in third at 19-13, and then the Crushers way back 14-19. 9 games out of first place. And in the Midwest Division, Gateway is on top of the Windy City Thunderbolts. Gateway the only team above 500, as that one's cranked high and deep out towards left field. Sanford all the way to the wall. He leaps up and makes the grab right in front of that wall out in left field. Broussard sent it for a ride, just a long fly out. And Florence strands a runner on first. Heading to stretch time at Arsenal BG Ballpark. When we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDM. Stretch time at Arsenal BG Ballpark, always brought to you by the Stretch Lab. Their team of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you could ever achieve on your own. Visit stretchlab.com to find a location near you. Casey Bargo out for his 7th inning of work. He's had an 8-2 lead over the Grizzlies and a 1-2-3 frame in the 6th. The first pitch in there for strike to Victor Castillo. He struck out twice today. Bargo with 8 Ks on his side. That one missing upstairs. Want to take a quick break here from our standings. Go look at Casey Bargo's pitch count. Right now at 90 pitches, so this should be probably his last inning. It's certainly pretty good from Bargo. Still to be out there and stretched out to 90 pitches. I don't know how, when the last time he hit 90 pitches was, but great to see out there. 1-2 count to Castillo. Working from the stretch. 1-2, missing downstairs. So talking about standings, already covered the Central Division. Now it's the Midwest West Division. Grizzlies out in front of the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts 15-16. 5-5 in their last 10. 2-2, swing and a miss, top of the zone. Bargo, his 9th K and 3rd in a row. He is rolling here in the later innings of this ball game. Brings up Mitchell Sanford. 1 for 2. Sanford a home run in the 2nd. First pitch in there for a strike. Bargo is just offering these pitches in there. In third place in the Midwest West is the Schaumburg Boomers, 15-17. They are 3-7 in their last 10. 0-1 in there for Strenko in 2. Mud Monsters 13-19, 4-6 in their last 10. Winner of 2 straight. Joliet Slammers 12-19. Have won 6 of their last 4. Ground ball left side. Baker will glove it. Toss goes on to first. In time, a rifle across the diamond from Dylan Baker to retire the speedy Sanford. Second out in the 7th. And then in our Atlantic East Division, the New York Boulders, the thin lead over the Down East Bird Dogs. First pitch in there for a strike. A lot of first pitch strikes here from Bargo. That is great to see. The Boulders 16-15, just a game over 500 and holding first place. Off speed. Ooh, that looked good. Missed just a hair upstairs. 1-1 the count. Down East 15-18 in second. Sussex County 14-17 in third. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Jackals 14-18. How about that? They were 14-13 entering the week. They lost 6 this week. Got swept on the week. They're 1-9 in their last 10. 1-2, missing outside. Just a tough week for the Jackals. And then the Atlantic North, Quebec with a sizable lead as the best record in the Frontier League, 25-7. 6 games ahead of the Titans, 19-13. That one misses outside a full count. Brockton Rocks, 13-18. They're in third place. 11.5 back. Tri-Cities, 12-18. They're 12 back. And then Trois Rivières, 8-23. Believe that. Yeah, that would be the worst record in the Frontier League. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Casey Bargo, another 1-2-3 frame in the 7th. He has 10 Ks on the day, and I'm sure that's going to do it for the right-hander. An amazing start from Bargo. Goes 7 innings, allows just 3 hits and 2 runs. Picks up 10 Ks in the outing for Florence. That is one of the best starts of the season. And that's also the most strikeouts in any game by a single pitcher for Florence in the year of 2026. So great job from Casey Bargo. Him and Baker have led the way today. We head to the top of the 8th. The Alls with an 8-2 lead, looking to extend it when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the 8th, Florence with an 8-2 lead. Maybe the hottest hitter on the planet, Dylan Baker at the plate. 2 home runs today, 5 RBIs. First pitch in there for a strike. He's got a 2-for-3 line working for him. What a day on the mound for Casey Bargo. His night's going to be done as Chase Hopewell starts warming up for Florence. One missing downstairs. 1-1 the count. Also a Hooves Hangout pitching change. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. 1-1. Baker fouls it away. Florence has not seen a 3-home run game this season. Brendan Bobo, a 2-home run game earlier this year. Zeisler as well. 1-2. Fouls it away. Stays alive. One, two. Whoa. Way back to the backstop. 2-2. Eli Cartwright is the left-handed pitcher in for the Grizzlies. Night is done for Ortiz. Goes an inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 Ks. Cartwright, the left-handed pitcher, in for Gateway. 5 games, a 1-1 record, yet to allow a run. 1 save. Throws that one off the net. I mean, way offline. Now a full count. And Jones is going to go talk to him. Full count. Resuming play here. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 8th, an 8-2 lead for Florence. Payoff pitch. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. Stephen Gregg with some dangerous words. Yelsum. I don't even want to say it, Stephen. He's calling out a series win. Fingers crossed, but he's confident. Payoff pitch. Baker fouls it away. It's only a 6-run lead. You know, it feels like it's a lot more. A 6-run lead, I mean, that's... doesn't seem like a lot here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. But you do just have 6 outs to put away. Payoff. Missing outside. Dylan Baker with a nice at-bat. Works himself leadoff walk here in the 8th. Brings up Kyle Harbison. Single his last time up. First pitch to Harbison all the way to the backstop again. That one is nowhere close. Express pass for Dylan Baker on a wild pitch. Next, going to have another meeting on the mound. Here's the 1-0 missing upstairs. Two-0. Top of the zone in there for a strike. Two-one, missing upstairs. 3-1. Missing downstairs, a 5-pitch walk, back-to-back walks in the inning. Florence runners first and second, nobody out. Back to the top of the order in Tyler Schoenfeld. The 0-1 in there for a strike. 0-2 the count to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Picked up 2 singles in the first and second. Off speed, top of the zone, missing. One, two, fouls it away. One, two, swing and a miss, top of the zone. Schoenfeld goes chasing at the high cheddar. First K of the day for Eli Cartwright. Runners first and second now for Brett Blomquist. Blomquist 0 for 4 today, reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th. First pitch and off speed in there for a strike. Oh, 1. Slider misses inside. Sergeant Bilko III tuning in, says, let's go, y'alls. Was wondering when we'd see Sergeant again. 1-1. In there for a strike. One, two, fouls it away. Eight-2, y'all's lead, top of the 8th. Runners first and second, 1 away. 1-2 pitch to Blomquist, missing inside. Hank Zeisler awaits on deck. He's got an RBI chance. A homer, if both runners stay on base, would make him the franchise record in RBIs. 2-2, way upstairs. From the stretch, a look at second. Payoff pitch. Blomquist fouls it away. We'll do it again. Full count, 1 away. Runners first and second. Florence looking for some more insurance. Payoff. That one skied down the right field line. Over is Castillo, working towards the foul line. He overruns it a little, tagging second to third. Throw comes in. It's not in time. Dylan Baker able to work himself just 90 feet away. Runners split the corners now for Hank Zeisler. Long fly ball. Zeisler today 1 for 3 with a walk. He had the RBI double, RBI at number 189. Record stands at 191, so a home run here would make the captain the franchise record holder in runs batted in. First pitch in there for a strike. From the stretch, the 0-1 pitch, missing upstairs. 1-1 the count. Zeisler's been such a talented hitter now in his 4th season with the Yulls. 1-1, fastball outside. 89 miles per hour there from Cartwright. A lefty-lefty battle. From the stretch, the 2-1 fouls it away. Hank with a home run yesterday. Had his 5th home run of the season. Two-two count, deuces wild. 2 away. From the stretch, third base side of the rubber. The 2-2 to Zeisler. Skies it foul. Cartwright, glove of the chest, the 2-2 pitch. Lays off the off speed and misses. Outside, now a full count. We'll have our Rip That Pack segment in the bottom of the 8th. Chase Hopewell getting hot in the Yulls pen. Runners split the corners, 2 away. Kick the payoff pitch, lines it into left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit and split the gap. 1 run comes in to score. They're going to wave around Harbison. Throw coming into the plate. Tag applied in time. Oh my. A play at the plate keeps Zeisler away from history. His 190th RBI of the season stays away by just 1 at 191. We were that close. It's a 9-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. The captain almost gets it done, but we might have to wait until tomorrow when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the 8th, it's a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change. With a new wing coming into the game, you can pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Lee's always fresh, never frozen. The night is done for Casey Bargo. Turns in one of the best starts of the season by any Yulls pitcher. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 10 Ks. That's a team-high 10 Ks in 2026, surpassing Bradley Wilson's 8 in his lone start for Florence. That one missing upstairs. Chase Hopewell, the new right-handed pitcher, in for the Yalls, working with a 7-run lead. Grizzlies down to their final 6 outs. Cole Brandon, the batter, 8-9 top for the Grizzlies. The 1-0 missing upstairs. Hopewell, the flame-throwing righty, has put together a few decent outings in a row. 3 2/3 scoreless is the streak right now for Chase Hopewell. Fastball missing outside, just kissing the zone there at 94. Maybe his best outing of the season his last time out there. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a K. He's actually gone 4 2/3 without a walk, which is always good to see. 3-0, and that breaks the streak right there. A 4-pitch walk to start the outing here for Chase Hopewell. Hopewell with the Joliet Slammers last year. Here's Toby Hall going to go talk to his righty immediately. We do have our top series 2 finishing up this blaster box here. We got 2 more packs to open for our Rip That Pack segment. Have not pulled anything too good right now. Not a big fan of the top series series cards there, series 1 or series 2. So leadoff runner aboard. It's the first time they've had the leadoff runner aboard. Casey Bargo, 4 1-2-3 innings. He was still going through the 3rd time around the order. Being relieved here by Chase Hopewell. Otto Jones, the batter. 9-hole hitter for the Grizzlies. Fouls that one away. We'll start the Rip That Pack segment. The 0-1 ground ball down the 3rd baseline. Foul. Brandon was off for the races. So we're starting off with the DC Dudes. That's James Wood and C.J. Abrams for the Nationals, their young duo. They got Justin Steele. That's an interesting card. Steele has just been injured. After a very good rookie season, Steele has really not been present for the Cubs. The 0-2 off speed. In there for a strike. Strike 3, not a ring-up call there by the home plate umpire. Was waiting for a ring-up, and he just gave a standard strike. He didn't know how many strikes there were. It's the first K for Hopewell. 11th K from the Yalls pitching. Got Jordan Lawler, the shortstop for the Diamondbacks. Was a top prospect at one point for Arizona. Cole Reagan's another guy that's faced some injuries. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Then Brent Rooker. Designated hitter / outfielder for the Athletics. I think are putting together a good season. Nick Kurtz starting to come around. Jacob Wilson just got back from the IL, off speed in there. 0-1. Will Smith, always a talented catcher. And Kevin Alcantara, the Jaguar for the Cubs. Got to broadcast him in 2023. Fouls it away, 0-2. And then we get to our inserts here. It's Braden Montgomery, stars of the MLB. He's had a great start to his Major League Baseball career with the White Sox. Part of the reason the White Sox are doing so good. And then Randy Johnson, 372 strikeouts. Insert there. MLB leaders insert. 0-2. Fastball missing outside at 95. Let's look at the strikeout leaders. 372 Ks for Johnson in 2001. The next closest was 293 from Kurt Schilling. Both with the Diamondbacks. Why they had such a great year. Hideo Nomo, 220 with the Red Sox, 1-2, fouls it away. Kerry Wood had 217 with the Cubs. Roger Clemens was still doing it with 213 for the Yankees. Bartolo Colon was pitching in 2001. 201 Ks with the Guardians. I like that card just because it gave me a bunch of stats. 1-2 pitch. Grounded back over towards the pitcher. Chase Hopewell tossed the second one. Relay to first is not in time. They do get the lead runner. Nice PFP there from Hopewell. Will end up as a 1-4 put away. Fielder's choice 1-4. Largo will swap places over at first. So that's our first pack. I do like the insert on the Randy Johnson, although it's not, not a valuable insert. Sawyer Smith 0 for 3 today. 2 away in the inning. And we'll go to our very last pack. The 2026 Series 2. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball in there for a strike. Once again, not really getting anything. Framber Valdez starting us off. He has been struggling with Detroit. Pickoff attempt. Scooped up there from Hank Zeisler. Hunter Green. Ace for the Reds, obviously injured right now. Should be coming back soon. 0-1 from Hopewell. That one's roped out towards left field. Blomquist on the run, trying to find it, and it's up and over the wall for a 2-run jack. Blomquist with the deke. Brings this game closer. Just a 5-run lead for Florence. 9-4. I told you, it's not really it seems a lot further than it actually is. It's only a 5-run lead for Florence, and at this ballpark, anything can happen. So you have to keep your head on a swivel. 4 outs to play with. Let's see if Hopewell can keep it here. First pitch to Horn. Fastball downstairs. Get Alec Burleson. Logan O'Hoppe. (1-0). Missing upstairs, 2-0 the count. Parker Meadows, Joe Musgrove, Ranger Suarez with the Red Sox Union. That's not fun. That's not good to see. 2-0. Misses downstairs, a 3-0 count. Already a walk in the inning from Hopewell. Get a Trey Savage rookie card. Then a Zach Cole rookie card on the Sunburst. It's another one that looks like it's a good card and just ends up being a pointless insert. And then the stars of the MLB, which a very pointless insert. That's Alex Freeland. That's the first, it might be the only box of Top Series 2 I open. Here's the 3-1. Missing outside, a 5-pitch walk. Florence can empty the bullpen if they choose so. You have the off day tomorrow, so everyone gets an off day. Whitesell, Darden, and McAvoy all can pitch in this ball game as well. Hoping that Hopewell can get out of this. Off speed in there for a strike. That's a good start. Dale Thomas the batter, 1 for 3. Florence with a 5-run lead. It's 9-4. 1, swing and a miss. You're right, Stephen Gregg. If I said tomorrow, you're right. Yeah, so not tomorrow, but Rory. You mean Tuesday for RBI 191. Yes, Tuesday in Schaumburg, hopefully from the captain, Hank Zeisler. Oh-2 from Hopewell, swing and a miss, blows it by him. Picks up his second K of the inning. 2 runs come across on the 2-run homer from Sawyer Smith. Florence still carries a 5-run lead, looking for insurance in the top of the 9th when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the 9th, Florence on top 9-4. Brendan Bobo, the batter. First pitch in there for a strike. No longer Eli Cartwright on the mound. It's a Hooves Hangout pitching change. Andrew Ronnie relieves Eli Cartwright. Goes just an inning, allows 1 run, 2 walks, a hit, and a K. Check swing doesn't go around. Ronnie facing Brendan Bobo. Bobo, tough line today, 0 for 4. Strikeout and a double play in there. Here's the 2-1. Ropes it through the right side of the infield for a base hit. At least get a single, a slide from Castillo in right. Holds it before hitting the wall. Leadoff runner aboard for Florence in the first hit of the day for Brendan Bobo. Bobo roped that one, 103 off the bat. Right through the right side of the infield. First pitch to Zade Richardson, an off-speed missing downstairs. Pickoff attempt over at first, nothing going. Five-run lead for the Yalls. They lead 11 hits to 4. All the runs for Gateway coming on home runs as that one's drilled out towards left field. Sanford working back. Right in front of the warning track, he makes the grab. For out number one, brings up Milo Rushford, a 1-for-3 day. With a walk, he's got 2 runs scored and a double. Looks like it'll be Chase Hopewell again in the 9th. Nobody warming up for the Florence pen. 1-0 count to Rushford. Would it be great to give Hopewell some more insurance? Again, you can never count out anything. Just a 5-run lead at Arsenal BG Ballpark. 1-0, missing outside. We've seen it's probably the most hitter-friendly ballpark in the league. We've seen a lot of home runs in the series. Bobo takes off 2-0, swing and a miss. Throw goes down to second, not in time. Brendan Bobo with a stolen base. Not really a stolen base guy, but that's his 3rd on the season. Moves himself in a scoring position with 1 away. Perfect 3-for-3, stealing second. Rushford with a 2-1 count on him, 1 away. Here's the 2-1. Missing upstairs. Florence going to have a long night back tonight. But I think that is just helped a little bit with UFC 250 on. 3-1, skies it down the left field line. That one's fouled away. The UFC White House event, I'm sure we'll be playing in the bus on the ride home, which should be a fun one to watch, especially just because it's like it's a card where you have a lot of big names throughout. It's not just like you're waiting until midnight for the main event. I think that's one of my least favorite things. But I'm sure that'll be on the bus on the ride home, which should pass time a little bit. Payoff pitch fouled away. 5-hour trip back home. Say get out of here at 9, which is technically 10 o'clock Eastern time. You're looking at a 3 a.m. arrival for Florence. Payoff, missing outside. And I doubt they even get out of here at 9, plus a probable stop at a gas station. Walk to Milo Rushford, his 2nd walk of the day. 3rd time on base, brings up Garrett Broussard. Runners 1st and 2nd and 1 away. Broussard 1-for-4 with an RBI single. He scored as well in the 3rd. 23 RBIs on the season for the Y'all's everyday 3rd baseman. The 1-0 missing downstairs. The count. Andrew Ronnie, the pitcher for Gateway. 2-0, missing upstairs. 3-0. Ronnie at 2-0 with a 3.27 ERA and a save entering today. Last time out was June 9th against Schaumburg. No hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 Ks. His scoreless sitting, but that's his 2nd walk in a row to load the bases now for none other than Dylan Baker. Baker's had a heck of a day. 2 home runs, a 2-for-3 line. He's got 5 RBIs and 3 runs scored. His first 2 home run game of the season. 6 long balls on the season now. That one's in there for a strike. He's got a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer. But the base is loaded here. Florence just looking for some insurance. 0-1. Missing outside, goes all the way to the backstop. In comes Bobo without a throw. Florence on top 10-4. Runners move to second and third. So there's a little bit of insurance for Hopewell. Now a 6-run lead for the Yalls. Always important insurance. The 1-1 to Baker. He punches that one out towards right field. Castillo at the wall. He leaps up. So long. Dylan Baker. A 3-home run day. Can you believe it? An 8 RBI day for the Yalls shortstop. His 5th homer in the series. Dylan Baker loves this ballpark. He makes this a 13-4 ball game. Oh my. Just a wild pitch keeps him away from a grand slam. So there's some insurance. Dylan Baker, you are incredible. I mean, a late entry for Baker here on the player of the week. 5 home runs is crazy. That one's punched out towards right field. Castillo coming in. He makes the grab for out number 2. A good piece from Harbison. Just hung up long enough for Castillo. Let's look at the stats for Baker last series. See what we're working with here. All right, so, I mean, 3 for 9 last series with an RBI, 4 runs scored, a walk, and 3 Ks. He was 3 for 8 entering today with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 2 runs, and 2 walks. And now he's picked up 3 more homers and 8 RBIs. So he's going to end the week with 14 RBIs and 5 home runs. Plus another 3-hit day today, going 9 for 21. If my math is right there. 9 for 21 with 5 homers and 14 RBIs for Dylan Baker. I gotta say, that's 5 home runs in a week. Just in a 3-game series to have 5 is crazy. But that's got to be worthy of Player of the Week honors. 2-1 in there for a strike on the upper half. 2-2 to Shaney Felt. All of Dylan Baker's home runs this season, now 7. He's certainly second on the team, and he's actually creeping up to the team high. 1 behind Bobo. All of them have come on the road. You're going to go back to Florence, and we still have 9 more games on this road trip. That one misses upstairs, a walk to Tyler Schoenfeld. 9 more games on this road trip. We're going to go back to Thomas More Stadium, and the rest of the front office crew that, you know, we all play in the home run bracket is going to look at Dylan Baker and be like, what on earth happened? I cannot believe it. He's got 5 homers in the series. He left Thomas More Stadium with just 2. He's going to come back 1 behind Bobo at the very least. Pretty amazing. 1-0. Outside again, you know, Bobo, I expect him to have a home run within the next 9 games. But either way, it's still crazy. That one's punched out towards right field. That'll send Castillo back, and that one leaves the yard. A laser from Brett Blomquist. Didn't have a lot of height, just 304 on the distance. A 2-run jack makes it 15-4. 98. Off the bat from Blomquist, just punch it to right field. And good things happen. His 2nd home run of the series, his 1st hit of the day, and that one most definitely a Grizz bomb. Not a home run in any other ballpark. And here's Hank Zeisler. Can he join? I didn't think he'd get another at-bat after missing out on a 2-run double to tie the franchise RBI record. But he's back up at the plate. 2 RBIs today for Zeisler. RBIs sit at 190, the record, 191. So at the very least, you can only tie with a home run here. And one misses inside. Florence sends their 9th to the plate, and Zeisler. That one's in there for a strike. I'm loving the comments in the audio chat right now. Rory with that short right porch and insurance runner 2 would ice the game nicely. Stephen Gregg must have said that before the yard party again. Then he said, Gateway has a nice ballpark, but I prefer our Thomas More Stadium, no doubt. Cameo Patch stirring it up and bakering. And then Stephen Gregg, thank you for that short right porch. I agree. I agree. Again, Baker's was pretty far. I don't know. It is short. 1-2 swing and a miss. Zeisler down on strikes. Florence sends 9 to the plate, 2 home runs, and another home run from Dylan Baker. His 3rd on the game. He's got 8 RBIs, and Florence carries a 15-4 lead into the bottom of the 9th. Should be plenty for Chase Hopewell when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the 9th, Florence on top 15-4, and off speed in there for a strike for Chase Hopewell. Oh, I love every bit of what's going on here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. You won't catch a frown on my face on this ride home. 0-1, hard hit down the right field line. Dylan Baker, tip of the cap to you, sir. 3 home run game, 8 RBIs, 5 home runs in the series. Just creating a lot of content. My mom chiming in, Dylan Baker, the home run maker. Max Johnson, the GM, said hammering Baker for the entire weekend when we get back home. And then the YouTube audio stream just going crazy for some Dylan Baker home runs. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know if Baker's going to want to get back on the bus. I said, he just likes hitting here. I'll see you guys back here in a week and a half. I'm just going to keep practicing. Set me up at the Casino Queen, and we'll be fine. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blows it by him. Chase Hopewell doing the job on this side of the ball. Picks up his 3rd K. Definitely has enough insurance now. windup, Hopewell stares down, swing and a miss. Mitchell Sanford, 1 for 3 line. He homered back in the second. Oh, 1, missing outside. Yeah, I was looking at Kyle Harbison, Milo Rushford for players of the week entering this series. They kind of led the way against New Jersey. Dylan Baker has taken the crown, and I'd be shocked if anyone gets it when you have a 5 home run week. Should no doubt be the player of the week. And would be the first y'all to win the honor in 2026. 1-2. Fastball misses outside. I'm going to say that's a little bit upstairs, kissing the zone. So the last player of the week for Florence was Hank Zeisler, June 16th. We're right around that date, June 16th, 2025. So almost a year. 2-2. Missing outside, full count. Full count. 1 away with the bases empty. Hopewell, the windup. Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Fielded on the backhand from Zeisler. Covering is Hopewell at first for out number 2. 3-1 on the put away. The Grizzlies down to their final out. Florence an out away from taking home a series against the first place Grizzlies. Would be the second series for the Y'alls, taking out the leader of the Midwest Central. First pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2. Grizzlies down to their final strike. What a crazy week for the Y'alls. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Chase Hopewell picks up his 4th strikeout, a 1-2-3 frame in the 9th, and Florence closes out a 15-4 win over the Grizzlies, winning the 3-game series here in Gateway. Your winning pitcher, Casey Bargo, gets his first win of the season, and the loss goes to Xander Lovin. Bargo dominant on the mound, Baker crushing at the plate. Those are your 2 players of the game. Florence just caps off what an incredible week by the offense, and first time we're seeing some dazzling pitching as well from Casey Bargo. But take a look at these numbers from the offense just this entire week. 17-12 win against New Jersey on Tuesday, 14-8 win against New Jersey on Wednesday, a 13-12 victory where they walked off and reached a 10-run deficit on Thursday against New Jersey, a 9-5 loss against Gateway. They come back with an 18-6 win and a 15-4 win. 82 total runs for the offense in just 6 games. To put that into perspective, Florence entered today in their run differential with 246 runs. So within their So 261 runs total for the Y'alls, minus the 82. There's just 179 runs across the other 27 games this season. Pretty amazing. 82 runs in a 6-game pace for the Y'alls. And it caps off a 5-1 week for Florence. They move 7 games above 500, 20-13 the record, and they win the 3-game series here in Gateway to start off their 12-game road trip. What a crazy series, especially after what you saw on Friday, where the offense just looked a little stagnant. And maybe what they have to start tracking in these travel days. Florence has not played well on the first games of the series when traveling, and then usually they come back and do a lot better. So we have to keep a little bit more track on, the performance for travel days for sure. But either way, an impressive series all the way around, and Florence 20-13. They're 7 games above 500. First time in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. The Florence Y'alls playing some of their best baseball, certainly offensively, but it was great to see Casey Bargo dial it up on the mound. He goes 7 innings, allows 3 hits, 2 runs, just 1 walk, and a team-high 10 Ks. Florence with 14 Ks on the pitching staff, another 4 there from Chase Hopewell as well. All the runs for the Grizzlies came on home runs. Hopewell goes 2 innings, allows just 1 hit, 2 runs, and 2 walks with 4 Ks to close out a 15-4 win. I am just in utter shock of everything that's been going on with these Y'alls this year, but also Dylan Baker today. A 3-home-run game from D. Bakes at the plate. He finished with a 3-for-4 line, 8 RBIs, plus 4 runs scored, and a walk. Dylan Baker has entered into the Player of the Week chat for the Frontier League. 5 home runs on the week for Baker, 5 home runs in the series. He has 3 consecutive games with a blast, and he loved playing at Arsenal BG Ballpark. So stay tuned for that if Dylan Baker will win the Frontier League Player of the Week. If it's me voting, it's a no-doubter. I'm not even going to look at the rest of the competition. Just got lowered on my audio, like really bad. Don't know what just happened. That was odd. Either way, we are going to sign off here from Arsenal BG Ballpark. The next game will be at Schaumburg. Florence returns again on Tuesday, a 7:20 Eastern start, 6:20 Central. It'll be Nathan Lawson kicking off the 3-game trip against the Boomers. Unsure who Schaumburg will be tossing in that ball game to oppose them, but a 7:20 first pitch Eastern time on Tuesday. So that's the next time you'll see the Y'alls. They get an off day tomorrow. They'll be back in Florence for all your host families awaiting their arrival. Might be a late one, 3 a.m. probably, maybe even later. So just get ready for that if you're going to welcome in any Y'alls to the home. So it's been a heck of a series. Anytime the Y'alls take down a first-place team, especially one talented as Gateway, you got to tip the cap to the offense. But really, Dylan Baker, Casey Bargo, players of the game without a doubt. It's been a pleasure joining you guys. Rory Tettemer, your play-by-play broadcaster, whether listening on the Frontier League Network powered by HTN or the Florence Y'alls Radio Network on our YouTube audio stream. Glad to have you guys tuning in for some Sunday night baseball, and always glad when the Y'alls take home a victory. The final, 15-4 here at Arsenal BG Ballpark, saying so long from Sauget, Illinois. And until next time, y'all have a good night.